now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Volunteer.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for Robinson. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Say that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got Prater for the completion. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Fits it through the middle. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly. Down at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Hits him on the end route. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of game.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. First down now, ball at the 33.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Hey, Bill.
First down, here's Dak. Rolling out to his left. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shape the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
That's our 30-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
LeBron, slam left. Let it up.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, Robinson. And he's down after this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Likely's got it right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. This is completed downfield to Likely. Their next step is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Robinson on the inside give. And he gets a feel on the plunge forward.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
To throw, Williams. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
6 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kicked off by Malik Cooker. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Prescott out of his end zone. That's Lamb running a slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Prescott here from the gun. That's Pickens with a catch outright. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Dak off the play fake. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. He gets a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. He rolls to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On screen here to Blue. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And hold on, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you set the table for more.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
That one finds his man, likely. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return.
Kevontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Blue gets the handoff. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Yeah! Here we go!
38 yards on the play.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. Now, he's got everybody, you, me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And the Saints have the recovery. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Handoff running left. It's Blue. And they get about 5 on that 1st down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on 2nd.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 3rd down run with Blue. Makes the tackle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. the middle, Blue. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Here we go. 26.
Going for it with Warren. And he is stopped a long ways from that line of gain. They force a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Space past the 35. The 50. 30. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Robinson from the pistol. Rob Flat, first guy he met, no gain on that 1st down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Out of the pistol, Williams. And he's caught by Prather. And he's going to have the touchdown! We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. They work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds his man, it's Demario Douglas. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. This gets the 1st and more. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Dak now from the gun. Prescott is hit and he lost the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Continuing to move past the 45. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Blue. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Up from the secondary, and is Ray Straw on the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this half.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Full momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Throwing deep towards the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. George Pickens, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Trying for the deep ball. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. So there's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. On the give, it's Blue. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. He gets it. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss to Blue. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You know, they really love that trade route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Now it's Blue. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackling for a loss. We've got second and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, hey, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for second down. Now Blue. He's still going at the 30. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
First down. A gain of 15.
They'll run this with Blue.
Cowboys.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, the better.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Going with Blue here. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, and this is going to be fourth down. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. And he missed it. It's no good. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
And he cuts it back right. And he's out the clear. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. It's a Brashad Robinson touchdown. Look now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints blow their lead to 8.
Cowboys 13.
Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Drive play straight ahead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First down. A gain of
Prescott
19.
now off the play fake.
And the Cowboys
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
brings up third down.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Ball throw, third and long. Now he'll heat this one deep down the right sideline. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're staring at fourth and long. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 24-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blue running to the right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped on that play by Danny Stutzman. Nice pickup of 6. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. 3/4 in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. Go ahead. We're going to 52.
Air it out on 3rd. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that brings up 4th and long. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start to drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. has it. And the Cowboys have some new life in the fourth.
Take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. He gets the hands out. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Took a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now it's going to be third and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Finds him over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down. They've got first down here from the 36.
First down, Dallas.
Another throw for Prescott. Catch made over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Up the middle, Blue. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott here from the gun. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Rush coming off the edge, and they broke it. It's a foot race. He's at midfield. The 30. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown. Well, Brock, you never want to take the point after for granted, and that play shows exactly why. However unlikely it might be, there is always a chance they can get through for the block, and then it's a foot race all the way down the field.
And you really got to give a ton of credit to everybody on the special teams there. It all starts with making that block, but then the alertness, the awareness to transition quickly to set up the return. That is a job well done.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Robinson on the inside give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Williams from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there.
For first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Look, I've middle field open or close, so I got single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Saints push their lead to 18.
37. Cowboys 19.
Reed now to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Blue here from the pistol. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Pickup of 12 on that play. That'll be good for a down. This first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And they're all the way across near the field before he's brought down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. First down, here's Dak. Flushed out of the pocket. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Cowboys first down. A gain of 34 yards.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swooning.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Cowboys hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
Dak out of the pistol. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And then he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Massive hits, the ball's out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route game at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? That was teacher tape right there. Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
He was taken down by Cameron Kitchen. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Now to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
It's fourth down and less than yard.
Trying to get it on the keeper. And they stomp him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there.